Hello friends and welcome back. This is episode 42 of our Terraria 1.2 Let's Play. So we are back in our meager fortifications on our little Scarlet level, or a Scarlet World build, and you'll notice I've got my cutlass out, and I'm using that. I forgot if I was using that last episode. I don't think so, right? But anyway, there were a few things that I wasn't doing properly last episode, and I think that they are rather obvious things that, looking back on it, well, I'm kind of worried to see the comments now, because I haven't actually seen yesterday's yet. But I kind of realized I was being a little dumb when I had gone over to hang out in... Oh, waiting for the map to show up. Map's kind of messed up right now. Not sure what's up with that. Anyway, so there's the Scarlet biome over here on the right? And there were a whole bunch of various... what are we calling those? The Demon Altar equivalent on the Scarlet, and I wasn't smashing them for some reason because I falsely smashed one of them earlier on. And when I did that, it was actually going to hurt me because I hadn't beaten the Wall of Flesh yet. I kind of forgot that that was a thing, that you get hurt from that. So what I did since the last episode is actually kind of a substantial amount of farming of various things. I was also getting upset because I couldn't find the Ichor Sticker dude who wasn't hanging out in the place that I wanted him to be hanging out with over here on the right in Crimson Land, because he only hangs out in the underground Crimson. I didn't understand that that was necessarily a different thing from the near the top of the ground Crimson, which I figured, hey, this is also underground. It's just, like, not deep underground or something. So I was wandering around in here for a really long time waiting for that enemy to spawn, thinking it was just really rare, when in reality, it's not rare at all. I was just in the wrong place. So, the next process after I discovered that bit of information was, alright, so now I need to find the underground Crimson, and I didn't understand the process by which Crimson is generated at the defeat of the Wall of Flesh. It apparently creates either like a V shape or an X shape on the map, depending on, I guess, where you kill it, or some other factor or something like that. So anyway, mine happened to generate in sort of a V shape away from the Wall of Flesh kill, and I spent about an hour in this specific part of the biome killing these dudes, the Herplings, thinking that eventually I was just going to find them. I never did, and eventually I worked my way down there. And it took me a long time to realize that the V-shaped Crimson thing was only happening in that place. So I was wandering around underground just thinking there were just random seeds that would show up in one place or another. I'm still taking a ton of damage by these dudes, and the only reason I came over here was to show you that I had gone and smashed all of the Crimson equivalent Demon Altar things. So there is a ton of titanium and orichalcum and platinum, or cobalt rather, here. And I've actually claimed a little bit since the last episode. Like I said, I did a bit of farming off camera. You didn't really miss anything, but I am going to go and show you the little place that I've generated. In fact, I guess I could give you a little minor tour here of some of the places that I was searching around for stuff. I had dug a substantial amount underneath the Crimson, thinking, well, maybe if the Crimson's up in the top of the ground, maybe if I just go deeper, it'll show up down there as well. So I dug down here. I found a bunch of treasure chests. There's like a, I don't know, a keg or a sawmill or something. Then we've got this guy here, the possessed armor, who makes a clinking sound even though it looks like he's wearing a robe. I don't understand his deal at all. And it kept going down and down and down. And it keeps going for a long time. And eventually I did actually find a little... Oh, I found a bunch of mushroom biomes as well. But I did find a little seed of Crimson somewhere underground. But it's not really going to help us because it was just a seed. It hadn't, like, grown into a biome yet. It was just like a little nugget of it just hanging out there by itself, and I actually managed to dig all the way around in a circle around the whole thing, so that's not how that works. I am enjoying getting all these glowing mushrooms, though. I should be able to build quite a substantial farm with the amount I've discovered now. Is this not the way I went? Evidently not. It's so easy to get lost underground sometimes here. I should address also, I've had some people ask me, like, what's going on with all the other Let's Play series? Like, why are you not really putting anything else up? It's mostly because of all the other stuff that's going on in my life in general. There's a lot of confusing and stressful things happening with this whole MCN change issue that I talked about a few episodes ago, or a couple episodes ago. And a lot of that is starting to now take effect, and there's been a lot of talk going on amongst my YouTube community and everything with that, so I've been neglecting some of my recording duties in favor of doing some of that discussion, which is a thing that I'm going to try to be mitigating. I need to cut back on some of that random talk and actually get some work done it's surprisingly easy to get caught up in some of the controversy, and really the reality is, like, there's no reason to bother right now. I need to figure out what exactly is happening to me, and then sort it from there and not worry so much. Because whatever it is, I'll figure it out one way or another, even if that means, you know, hanging out on Twitch more. But like I said, that's probably not going to happen. I think things are going to be okay. It's just going to take a little bit of an adaptation period. And the worst thing we can do right now is get all whipped up into a frenzy and make emotional decisions that are going to end up creating more problems for our own channels later on down the line. Anyway, I don't know where I made the transition to going deeper in this. Oh, I guess the map is kind of sort of showing up now. I don't know what's going on with this map. Anyway, let's teleport back to the base, and I'll show you the other place that I was farming. And then maybe we'll head to the other world, and then we can actually make some stuff. And again, I totally know that this is a terrible elevator. I've died on it quite a few times already, so yeah, anybody leaving comments that are like, you're a terrible person because your elevator's bad. No, I hear you. I know, it really is. I'm admitting it firsthand. I will tell you. I'll be the first one to tell you, really. And I'm not really that worried about it, because honestly, I'm going to have wings real soon. I have this slowdown in the midair thing. I've got my flying carpet. As long as I take it kind of slow, and I approach this sort of like a racing game, and I don't just rush down, I'm not in that much danger. I can even grapple the walls. You know, I can stick to them if I use my one ability there to just grab onto things. I found a bunch of various accessories also, which are all in my other treasure chests on the other world now. Oh, see those 3 torches? I made a little bit of a path over... Oh, man, it sucks that the map is bizarre and bugged right now, but I made a map... Or I made a path over to the left, which is where the underground Crimson ended up being. First I was going through to hell each time and then walking back over, but that proved to be a little more time-consuming than I was interested in dealing with. So I just made a big old hole, as you can see through all of these surfaces, to get me over to the left, which is where I wanted to end up, and where all of the crazy, annoying monsters seem to live. I even had to dig through a freaking spider world again, as if I hadn't had enough of that before. This is it, I believe, right here. Thankfully, all the spiders seem to be on vacation right now, but that's fine. I'm sure I'll murder them later. So yeah, we are now in underground Crimson territory. You'll notice even more of those stupid piles of garbage smashing into some lava. That's one of the things you have to get used to when you're hanging out down here in Lava World, is there's a lot of lava, and the monsters will just find their way into it a lot of the time. And what that means is technically easy farming. If I had a way to swim in this lava, I could probably go and collect a whole ton of various things that have dropped. There's the Ichor Stickler, or whatever the hell his name is. And I got some more Ichor from him, as well as a Soul of the Night. I've also picked up a number of other Souls of the Night. You'll see, I have enough to actually craft some stuff. So by the end of this episode, I'm thinking, provided I live, we will potentially have some items that will greatly aid our progress in going forward toward beating the Destroyer, which is, I believe, our next goal in terms of actual progression. There was also someone confused in the comments, I think it was a couple episodes ago, that was saying, like, why did you need to make another world and a elevator and all of that? Like, I didn't have Crimson on my other world, so this was like a necessary evil that I had to go to another world and generate it and then build the elevator to kill the Wall of Flesh. It was just the way it went. So I understand if people are popping in and out at various episodes, but just understand that, like, I'm not just making these moves for no reason. I did have a point. You'll notice there's a gravestone at the bottom of this lava if you look very carefully. That was totally my bad. I had fallen in there at one point. I spent probably like a couple of hours wandering around down here trying to just collect some stuff to see if anything cool would spawn. I had a wizard also show up and he gave me his hat, but I don't think it was the good kind of wizard. I think it was like the more common wizard. I don't know. We'll look at it together. Who is this person, this lost girl that's hanging out down here? Is she bad? She looks kind of naked or something. What's going on with her? She seems angry at me, so sorry. Maybe she dropped something cool. So we've got more Ichor. I'm told also that the Ichor, whatever, the Golden Shower spell that I'm trying to make by farming these guys is not necessarily the end-all, be-all amazing spell to kill the Destroyer anymore, because they've kind of nerfed the defense debuff that puts on the enemies, and maybe it doesn't bother the Destroyer quite as much as it used to. If that's the case, I will adapt. It's not going to be the end of the world. I mean, I could maybe even kill the thing right now with this Celestial Poison Staff that I think is also pretty phenomenal for killing stuff as well. Plus, I've got a bunch more Titanium than I had last time, which I think is also a pretty big boon, and I might be able to actually make my next level armor with that. You'll notice there's some bits of stone up above, that's because I actually had built this bridge on top of some lava and then drained out the lava to try and make my life a little easier so I could get to all the ichor that was at the bottom from all the dudes wandering into there and dying. For the most part, this is one of the more exciting places to farm for stuff. I kind of enjoyed my time here, even though it was also annoying in certain ways, too. I certainly died like a good 10 or 15 times doing various things. A lot of the time, though, it was my own fault. But some of the time, it was because I just got kind of powered down in one big unlucky burst of enemies showing up all at the same time. And you can't really help that. All you can really do is try and get better armor. So our goal now for progression is to try and craft these better spells and armors if we can. Then we're going to try and defeat the Destroyer, right? And I think that should give me, is it Hallowed Bars or something? I'm not sure what I'm getting out of the Destroyer, but whatever it is, I believe I should be able to craft a better pick, which will then allow me to farm some kind of Chlora something or other that I find inside of the underground jungle in my other world, which is like I guess a green material that I should be able to build a pick out of. That's the idea anyway, I think. And then that's going to actually allow us to... Oh, don't lose the ichor. There we go. That's going to then allow us to farm the next level of thing and so on and so forth. And I think we're only a few tiers away from being done. There's also some kind of mushroom device or creation that I need to make with mushroom bars, mushroomite. And I'm going to need to make a farm for that, I guess, too. So there's a lot of exciting things in our future, and provided I continue to make positive decisions that will result in progress, hopefully we're not too far away from seeing that stuff, and maybe we're even not that far away from the end of the end game. I'm not sure where we actually are now. I'd feel like we're in, like, mid to late tier stuff. This is not quite the end, but we're, like, almost reasonably there. And once we're done, I mean, doesn't mean the game has to end. There's still a lot more stuff to do that's going to require farming, stuff like collecting those keys and key molds and such, making that... Oh, I didn't realize I was hitting a mimic there, and now he's going to die, and we're going to see what his drop was. I think it's one of those... Oh, it's a Wind Star Cloak, a Wild Star Cloak. I have that already. So actually, I'm not too worried about losing that. You probably didn't see me get that, but I happened to get it in one of the previous episodes, as well as one of those gauntlet things and some armor polish. We'll go back, actually, right now, and we'll go looking through our stuff and seeing what we can craft, because I think that's going to be a really fun thing to do, because I haven't actually really assessed that situation quite yet. Also, the Hasty Clockwork Assault Rifle is freaking badass. It just goes through ammo really fast, although not as fast as you would think, because it's 3 shots per 1 ammo use, I think. So it's really fun to shoot the thing, though. It feels good. I've never had an assault rifle before in Terraria, so I like the feeling of it. Oh, I didn't really want that star, but oh well. Anyway, it's super dark here, so let's transition over to our other map, our other world, and I will catch you after the break. Alright, here we are in our house, the house that you properly remember, hopefully, and we have all kinds of things here that I'm going to show you. In fact, I had to restructure my treasure chest with all of the ores in it, because I've added the copper bars and the iron bars to the mix, as well as the stuff at the end, you know, the titanium, which we have 70 of, and I really should start crafting some stuff out of. But I think we're just about to do that, and I just want to go through some of the stuff that I've picked up along the way. So down in the basement, we have, this is all stuff to summon bosses, some extra adventure-y type items that honestly I don't even need anymore. This is my statue collection, which is getting a little excessive. I've pretty much filled this entire chest now with only piles of statues. I don't know why we need this many. I've even put my gravestones in here in various types. I thought the obelisk was something special, but apparently it's just a treasure chest, or a gravestone, rather. And this Wall of Flesh trophy makes me wonder, how many other trophies are there? Is there really one for every boss? Because that's kind of interesting. Gives you a whole nother thing to farm the bosses for, right? And I've got my painting collection here, which is getting a little bit more elaborate. Still got a little bit of room to grow, though. It looks like I've gotten a pretty large number of them. And in fact, when I went to the Crimson World, I noticed I seem to be getting a lot of different paintings in Hell. So maybe there's a different generation of things based on that. This is my excess chest, which is all things that have overflowed from other chests in various ways. And now I'm going to need an overflow chest for the overflow chest. So I don't know, maybe I'm going to have to make another tier of chests below this. Or maybe I should just dig through this whole area and create a better housing situation. I don't really know. The pirate thing made me really question, like, how I'm going to react to all of that. Then I've got my clothing section over here. This is where I was putting all my armor tiers in order, but I should probably make some mannequins for that so I can actually properly display them. Then I've got this random massive orichalcum pickaxe, which is just sort of the next armor tier. Nothing in that one at all. And then these are my vanity items. I've got the whole fox set here, which is pretty awesome. I've got some the ninja pants, a raincoat, a couple of ancient gold helmets, a couple of wizard hats, a sailor hat, and a top hat, and then my princess gear, which is I'm not sure if that's the whole thing, right? Is there one more for the pants, or is that the end? I don't know. Then this is my weapon area. This has various spears, arms, the demonic rotted fork. Yeah, I definitely got a few items from shopping the Crimson area for a while. I've got a dark lance, the Savage Knight's Edge, which is kind of whatever at this point, and a few various boomerangs. I actually feel like I should have a lot more weapons by now, but I've also split them up into 2 groups, because I've got the Aqua Scepter, Quick Ruby Staff, Unpleasant, Magic Missile, Fire Flower, Deadly Crimson Rod, Flame Lash, Water Bolt, and the Mythical Demon Scythe, which I was using before. Flare Gun, Deadly, the Undertaker, Space Gun, Harpoon, Unreal Phoenix Blaster, Murderous Musket, Hurtful Laser Rifle, and the B-Gun, of course, which is kind of odd that ended up at the end of there. I was kind of putting these in damage order. For some reason, the B-Gun ended up at the end. Let's sort that out right now. There we go. Then in here, I've got all of my magical bits and pieces. We've got a whole bunch of new ones since the last time we spoke. I've got a Menacing Philosopher's Stone, which I'm pretty sure, like, a bunch of these are ones I need to create that super accessory, right? That one that requires the 9 items to be crafted together. So I've got a Philosopher's Stone, I've got the Hasty Armor Polish, I've got a Warding Compass, a Lucky Ranger Emblem for increased range damage. I guess that's useful. A Panic Necklace, which I got last time, and I almost passed it up because I didn't see the chain, and I just thought it was a heart, but I was like, why does this heart have an exclamation point in it? What's that about? Then down here, I've got a Jellyfish Necklace, a Fleeting Star Cloak. I've got a bunch of Star Cloaks, I think. And a Menacing Blizzard in a Bottle, which I think is already a combination of 2 other things. Then a Lucky Titan Glove, Menacing Flipper, Hasty Death Meter. I mean, you can see all this stuff, but it's just like, it's pretty wild how many accessories I have now. And I should probably start to see if I can combine these together, because I may even have all the necessary ingredients now. Kind of doubt it, actually. This is a lot of them. And then this is all just like quick items, wands, as well as a couple of grappling hooks of various types. And I have 1 single Hellfire Arrow, which is kind of bizarre. Why do I have just 1? Oh, because I put the rest of them in my inventory. I guess that's why. And we'll put those all together. I don't really need dirt blocks or silt blocks or cobwebs. We got pretty much a full stack. But the Souls of the Night and the Ichor I will keep. Bat Banner as well is, I think, fairly rare. Then over here we've just got our, this is really the only chest worth looking at, all of our bars, which is the overflow from being up here. Then this is all of our construction equipment. You'll see the tiles of various types. If you really want to take a look at these, you could just pause the video, I suppose. I'm just going to combine our banners together over here. And there is all of our various building, like, decoration stuff. And we've got my golden door and golden bed. I just hope pirates don't show up again for a while, because I understand there's like a coin gun that they drop and some kind of rare gear and stuff. I did get the sailor's hat, which is kind of neat, I suppose. But there's also an accessory that drops from them that lowers the price of goods from the store. I didn't get that. So that's a reason why I might want pirates to come back someday, just maybe not for a while, because I'm not really a huge fan of them. There's all of our potions. I moved those up from down here, by the way. And then I also found a unicorn on a stick, which I think is a pet, I'm going to hope, because otherwise I'm not really sure what it would be. So I have 90 Ichor. I've got a pile of Souls of the Night, 76 in fact, so I could probably make some wings, like, right now. And then I've got some pixie dust, some cursed flames, a bunch of crystals, 4 shark fins. I don't know, I feel like we're doing very well. And I also know how to create the thing that I need to make the next boss, right? I need, like, rotten chunks, iron bars, and something else, which I've forgotten for the moment, but I will remember at some point. Alright, so there's that. Oh, I also got a couple of these dark shards, which I'm not sure what the point of them is. Also, I'm running out of room in this chest again, but I think I'm going to do that a lot as we proceed through things. So I will also make this mushroom world at some point, too, probably underneath my house, if I were to guess. Anyway, so let's start doing some crafting. I think that was kind of the point, right? So we want to grab the Ichor for 1. And let's go talk to our crafting man and see what he wants us to put together for that. So put our Ichor here. We can make an Ichor torch. We can make a flask of Ichor. Melee attacks decrease enemy's defense. Consumable. Ichor arrows, Ichor bullets. Oh, that's probably like a big step up over silver bullets, I would guess. 9 range damage, 12 critical strike, 13 range damage, 12%. Yeah, that's not bad. And then Golden Shower, this is the thing we're after. So we need 30 Ichor and 15 Souls of Night, which we definitely have. And then a Spell Tome, which I believe I can buy from the Wizard. And I've got tons of money, by the way. I've been stacking up my money. I understood that at one point I was kind of being a big dummy with how I spent my money or dealt with money. And I had lost a bunch of it because I just wasn't really paying attention with the pirate attack and everything. So my bad on that, but we recouped it by a lot by hanging out in the underground area. So let's get a Spell Tome, which is 5 gold. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. He's also got a music box, a harp, a bell, Greater Mana Potion, Ice Rod. That seems kind of cool. I might get that at some point. Or it might drop off of something. Crystal Ball. I think someone told me to get that as well, but I don't remember why. So maybe I'll get that on another day. So now I just needed Souls of Night, and we should be able to craft that sucker right now. And we've got 76 of those. So we'll do this, and then maybe we'll make some wings as well. I think that could be a fun use of our time, right? Alright, so let's craft... Is it... Where do I even do this? How do I make something in a Spell Tome? Can be enchanted. How do I enchant that? Do I have to do it through the Wizard? I didn't really think about this part. Like, how do I put these together into an item? The only other place that I would imagine I might want to make one of these is, like, at a demon altar, but I think I smashed all of those. So I'm a little bit confused as to what I'm supposed to do about that. What about maybe up here? I think one of these is maybe a table I could use for something? No. I forgot what the point of these even is. The heart of the man... Imbuings can be used to craft weapon imbuement flasks. Okay, that's not a thing. And then what does this other table do? I never remember what any of these are. Well, I'm feeling kind of dumb now because I don't know how to make spells. He reforges stuff, but he doesn't do anything else. Oh, I should also buy this tool belt, but then does it... It's equipable. Do I have to put it in my accessories? I probably do. Allows the combining... Oh, right, that's what that's for. Okay, well, do I have any demon altars that I left unsmashed? I don't know. It's kind of an important question, though, that I should have sorted out beforehand. There might be one, like, way over here somewhere that I might have left alone. If I didn't, though, I'm gonna feel real dumb, because, like, this is a thing that I might have to do. Oh, there's one. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go on a little trip and see if that's the problem. I do have all of the necessary stuff, right? Souls of Night? Or was it the other soul? Maybe I had the wrong soul. Was it the pink one or the purple one? I already forgot. Those are Souls of Light. Right? That's not it. I'm pretty sure it was the other one. Yeah, okay, I'll just take them both with me just in case. Or actually, I can just look at him again because he's right here. Ichor. Book. Yeah, definitely Souls of Night, which is the one I have a lot of. So, oh, and we'll just drop all of our Ichor. I wish it would, like, put that back in your inventory, whatever's sitting in that slot before you escape out of there. But what are you going to do, I guess? So there we go. Souls of Light are back. And now we get a little moment to go and look at our entire landscape again. I should also go and hang out in all of the corruption holes and see if there's any more of those orbs to smash, because I could perhaps increase the chance of titanium spawning. And that's the other thing, other than creating the wings, I also want to potentially make my titanium armor for today, and the next time... that'll give us a better chance for defeating the Destroyer if I go ahead and make that item as well. So this is one of those pre-game, like pre-boss fight episodes where we just get reacclimated. We've got some big advancements that happen, so it's going to be all about crafting forward and making sure we have all the items we need. Oh, there's a pixie. Got some more pixie dust out of that. I really like fighting these guys because they're really not all that hard, and they give me a lot of drops. As well as coins, too. I feel like I'm fairly well off. Why did I keep all of that money with me, by the way? That was kind of dumb, but I probably won't die. As long as we're just sticking to the surface here. None of these things are particularly scary to me anymore already. Even in hard mode. You know, those various... I don't know what we're calling them. The cloaked guys that show up in the specters and stuff. Like, they look scarier than I think they actually are now that I have this cutlass. Which is also really good. I have to say, the cutlass is a big improvement over the Knight's Edge. It slashes so fast. And I also made it a pointy cutlass, which means that it has 10% damage, which is huge. considering it already had a decent amount of damage to begin with. Oh yeah, this is totally spread, hasn't it? Yeah, you can see the 3 tiles under the sunflower where it's still green, but other than that, it just went right around it. Still, not bothered by it. If corruption pretty much overtakes the entire map, I'll deal. Captain Morgan the Pirate has arrived. I don't know what that means. Also, where he is going to be staying. I need to build another addition onto my house. These guys are... They pissed me off before. Let's see, can I kill them now? I can. Alright, well, I guess that's good to know. Because I haven't seen what these drop, if anything. Maybe they don't drop anything, honestly, but... they seem awfully hard compared to a lot of the other enemies that are on the overworld like that. I think we haven't got too much further to go. We've got to be mostly across the map. It's pretty amazing to me, the difference in size of a map when you go from large to medium. Because the Crimson map that I made, that one was a medium map. This is a large map. And it feels vastly bigger. The large one, I mean. I'm going to heal again just to be safe. What on earth? Oh, it's a turtle. I've been told that these are very dangerous, and that I want to stay away from them. But if I can kill them, they apparently drop good stuff. And I can kill it from a distance, so I am going to try. Ooh, that scared me. Alright, what did he drop? A turtle shell. Is that good? That's probably good, right? I like things that drop rarely. I think it's very exciting when we get those. There's a gravestone. Presumably, I was killed by one of those stupid beetle things, because I was being chased by those for a while. They're quite creepy looking for whatever reason. I just find the way that they move to be a little bit disconcerting. Where are we now on the map? Okay, we're pretty close. We just got a little further to go, past this corruption. There's probably a closer demon altar than that one was, but I don't know where it is. So we're just going to this one because I see it on the map, and that's what's important. It'd be pretty cool, too, if I could, like, pick it up and bring it back to my house so I could have it for easy access. Maybe there's a way to do that, but I don't know what it is. I just know to smash them. That's really it. And I'm not going to smash this one. Maybe I'll have to do a little bit of searching off camera at one point and see if there's a closer one than that. So that way if this comes up again, I won't have to run across the entire world. King Slime has spawned! Well, he's got ninja armor inside of him, so that's good. This guy shouldn't be very difficult to kill at all, because look at how much damage he's already taken. Plus, I'm smashing him with multiple hits per shot. And now he's kind of stuck up against this tree, so I'll just shoot him to death with this assault rifle. Look at that. Oh, man, all that slime. And what was our ninja gear? We got a ninja shirt. So now we've got 2 of the 3 ninja pieces, which is awesome. I'm pretty happy about that. Having a full set of ninja gear would be very exciting for me. So we're almost there, right? I think there's like 1 more inch we gotta go. Oh no, we passed it. It's right on the other side of this tree. Alright, good news. So I think, well, we just gotta dig. Oh, I went past it again. It's right here. Like, right next to the tree. I don't understand the scale of this map. It gets me confused. Alright, so we're just gonna dig straight down. 2 by 2 blocks. And that will get us down as fast as possible. Toss a couple of these guys in. And hopefully we can craft right here, right now. Let it be so. No, we can't. Alright, so how do I make spells then? That is the question of the day. If it's not with the demon altar, then I'm not sure what else I need to do. There's also a couple of chests sitting right here. A spear and 6 lead bars. Well, I don't really need either one of those things, but I will break it, because I guess I want the chest. I don't really want the chest, to be honest. We'll go down here as well. I'm going to run out of breath in just a moment. Well, I'm sure you guys were all cringing the whole time I was moving over here, but it wasn't a complete loss, because we still got to talk to King Slime, and I got a living wood wand. Places living wood. Okay, well, I haven't had that one before, so that's another new thing. And I can just teleport back, so, right, who cares? And there's all this equipment down here, living stuff, living wood stuff. I was tempted to smash it, but for the same reasons that I decided not to smash it earlier. Well, I don't know. So what do I do with this thing? Can be enchanted. I can't, like, just drag it over there. There's got to be some kind of other item, right, that I'm not aware of? Or I'm not, like, seeing it or standing in the right place? Right, the wizard doesn't have another option here. He's just got his shop. Well, I'm sure I could solve this problem with 1 quick trip to the wiki, but I'm not going to do that while I'm actually recording. So I guess we'll go ahead and craft the armor that I wanted to make, because now is a good time for that. Let's take our 70 titanium bars and bring them down here. So what are we going to make? We've got an equipable titanium mask. That's 23 defense, 8 or 4, and we've been building towards this melee character, so we're going to continue to go in that direction. This takes 12 bars, so done. Next one in the set is the titanium breastplate. That one's 24 bars, done. And we will have enough for the pants, the leggings, which are 18. And that almost used up our entire cache, amazingly enough. There's also like this chainsaw thing. I would like to get some of these items as well. Titanium sword. Well, that's what the Knight's Edge was, but I guess it's less work to just build one out of nothing, right? Alright, so leggings. We are now Titanium Man. Sounds good to me. I wish I could have the effect of the orichalcum stuff, as well as the titanium effect on top of it. That'd be sweet if you could stack those effects. I kind of forgot what I look like under my armor. I haven't been, quote-unquote, naked in this long. It's pretty wild. So there I am. Titanium Man. I'm looking kind of badass, I will say. Looking damn good, if I could say so myself. I've got this little section here, which I guess I'll put this in. And then for the next little while, I will go and sort through all of my inventory again. And I'm down to 16 titanium. After all that time, worked so hard for these items, and they're just gone already. Titanium is exceedingly rare, it really is. Oh, I want that ninja mask so bad. Alright, well, I guess that'll do it for today's episode. Today was really just figure a couple things out. Oh, we didn't make wings, I forgot. How do I do wings again? Where's our crafting man? He keeps wandering away. I wanted Souls of Flight, I think, for those, and I have plenty. And it's not hard for me to farm those anymore, either. Did I put this back in the wrong chest. 62 of those. I probably need some of these other souls as well, but I'll see right after I talk to him again. I was told that the burning wings, or whatever they're called, were the really good ones. What do these take to make? Oh, a fire feather. I don't have that. I guess we'll end up making a few different types of wings. What do I have right now? I can make harpy wings with a giant harpy feather. I don't have that. I have plenty of pixie dust, but not quite enough. Or we could make demon or angel wings. I kind of want demon wings, because I think those would look pretty sweet. Alright, well, we have enough to do that. So let's get 25 Souls of Night and 10 feathers, and we'll make some demon wings right now. Excuse me? Thank you. Alright, take our feathers, take our Souls of Night, and let us craft, shall we? Demon wings. There they are. Done. I have them. Now, where do I put these? Do I just put these as accessories? Oh, I guess it would kind of supersede my double jump and increased jump height thing, right? If I could just straight up fly. Yeah, that's pretty cool looking. I wish the wings kind of matched the armor a little bit better, though. And now I'm not going to need the stupid flying carpet thing anymore, because I could just fly. In fact, it's actually kind of in the way, having the flying carpet. It kind of makes things harder. And that's all that did. So I guess I even have another free equip slot. That's good news. And this one didn't do anything else for me, right? So that's... Oh, it gave me +2 defense, but I can find another way around that. Climbing gear and... Huh. So, like, every accessory I had except for this was all about movement. Alright, I guess I'm going to have to negotiate with my accessories section here and figure out what the best new setup is for what my gear should be. Because I think I can get along just fine with what I have now. How does flight work, by the way? It just goes forever, or...? Oh, I can only fly so high, and then I just glide back down? That's weird. I guess that's not really flight at all, is it? That's kind of lame, actually. I was hoping flight meant you could just fly. Alright. Oh, and we should talk to this pirate man and see what Captain Morgan has to say. Yar! Funny ye be mentioning pirates, because, what were we talking about? Alright, what do you have? Pirate gear, cannon, and a pirate hat. Interesting. Well, I don't really want any of that stuff right now, but it's good to know you're here, and I'm gonna have to build another edition, so we'll sort that out, as well as I'll find my accessories and figure out how to craft that spell. So that was another episode, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you're still into the series and you're still enjoying what we're doing here. We've got a long way to go yet before we're done with Terraria. And if you're concerned about other series being gone... Oh, man, I feel so slow now without my Hermes boots. Hey, we'll have to put those back on or something. But if you're concerned about the other stuff, it will be back as soon as I sort out my upload schedule and stuff again. Probably not too much longer. And again, I'm going to be eventually recording Long Live the Queen. I put it off a little longer than I had intended, and hopefully I'll sort that as well. So thank you again for your support and for being here. Please continue to leave your suggestions for future episodes, what you think I should be doing next time. I have a fairly good idea of what I'm going to be doing, but feel free to chime in anyway. Because this is sort of a collaborative effort. You guys have been helping me out in incredibly huge ways, and I don't intend to stop listening anytime soon. I still read every comment, so I will catch you on the next one, and I hope you have a terrific night. Talk to you later.